Hey everyone, welcome back to the Encrypted Capital Recap for Monday, January 18th. First off, let's take a look at the markets here. We got Bitcoin sitting at 36,019, Ethereum $1,229, and XRP at 28.2 cents, up roughly 1.7%. Looks like Bitcoin Cash is up a couple percent today, and we got Litecoin up almost 4%, and VeChain looking good at 7% for the day. First news we have is Biden team announces pick to lead SEC. Biden's pick to run the SEC has some serious crypto and blockchain chops. So Gensler will be the chairman of the SEC. We do know that at the end of December, Jay Clayton dropped the bomb on XRP and Ripple, filing the lawsuit against them. And I found this awesome video. If you guys don't know who Gary Gensler is, there's a video of him. He used to teach at MIT, and he does have some favorable things to say about XRP. So let's go ahead. We'll take a listen here.
Let's say Mexico, if it's between the U.S. and Mexico. So one idea that's been around, it's widely associated with Ripple, but it's not only associated with Ripple, is this simple chart. What if I move fiat to crypto and crypto to fiat? This is called a bridge crypto or bridge currency. I can sort of say I can go from US dollars to Bitcoin or XRP. You fill in the middle and then move over to the other fiat.
All right, so Gary Gensler talking about XRP. Pretty exciting stuff. I just thought it was so ironic that Jay Clayton had brought down the hammer on Ripple and then retired literally 2 days later. And now we have Gary Gensler stepping in and taking the reins, who is a huge crypto advocate and clearly knows what he's talking about. So I thought this was really funny. This is a live look at the XRP community minutes after the SEC declares XRP not to be a security. That's hilarious. And so I think we should be in good shape coming out of here. And, we'll see what the February 22nd pre-trial brings us with Ripple and the SEC. But I think we should be in decent shape. On to the next article here. This is Coinbase users can now report their crypto taxes using Coin Tracker. So filing your taxes this year might be slightly less complicated for Coinbase users. And it says, according to Coin Tracker, it's an easy way for Coinbase users to report their crypto transaction and sales. So I know a lot of people may try to get around reporting their taxes and whatnot, since crypto is supposed to be anonymous and untraceable. But there is a good chance. It says here that though some crypto users may believe it is difficult for the government to track crypto transactions, sales, profits, and otherwise, lying or omitting such information in the US is considered tax fraud and could result in an audit, fines, and imprisonment. So, yeah, make sure you guys are on top of that stuff. There's no point in going to jail for trying to conceal some of your funds, especially if you came up really nicely. You might just want to report it and, have some peace of mind. So, on to the next article we have here. This is after a huge Bitcoin price rally. Here's what billionaire Mark Cuban thinks is next for Bitcoin and crypto. And I thought this was really ironic and a little entertaining. It says now billionaire investor Mark Cuban, who famously said he'd rather have bananas than Bitcoin, has warned crypto traders to watch for a rise in interest rates, but thinks the emerging decentralized finance market could change the game for crypto. And I know a lot of people, especially with like the Shark Tank crew and all these guys, they think that their opinion holds a lot of weight, but you do have to kind of take a step back and critically think here for a second that a lot of these guys, these rich billionaires, they're all friends, they all know each other, they're all tipping people off as to what the next good investment is to get in. And the last people they're going to tip off on an investment is going to be the public. And I have some proof here in a couple minutes that I'm going to get into that shows exactly how the public manipulates the markets and how the public is the last to find out about anything before it's too late. So I have this article here that he did talk about where, it does say that he'd rather have bananas than Bitcoin because they're more useful. It says the billionaire said he'd rather have bananas than Bitcoin in a YouTube question and answer session in Wired. He said, I could eat bananas, Bitcoin, not so much. And you got to think this is a tech guy. This guy built his whole empire in technology. And for him to dismiss Bitcoin so easily, and this was back in, what year was this? 2019. So this was just last year. So Bitcoin has already been up, to $20,000. It's already retraced, et cetera, et cetera. And you got to think, back in 2012, 13, 14, at least when I even first became aware of it, it was because somebody tipped me off, one of my friends who was in technology, and said, hey, you should look at this. This is really interesting. Peer-to-peer payment system, anonymous. I'm like, yeah, all for it. So for me to take these guys' words at face value is very hard to do. And even these other guys I pulled up in Shark Tank, the Shark Tank investors share their top advice on Bitcoin. The only guy that I found that said anything useful in here was actually Richard Branson, who said that he was talking about it. He said he put some money in Bitcoin because he likes to learn about things. And I think whether Bitcoin is the one, I think there will be a global currency. And he said that back on CNBC in 2014, which is awesome because that was right around the time that I started getting into Bitcoin. And he said for people who can afford to invest a little in Bitcoins, it's worth looking into. And he wrote that in his blog in 2013. But some of these other guys, even like Herjavec, another tech guy, his whole business is based on tech and security. He says to me it's the wave of the future, but he says cryptocurrency is the choice of funding and transactions for hackers, he tells Money. And since we're the good guys, I can't get behind that. If there was no cryptocurrency, much of the large hacks that we're seeing today wouldn't exist. Again, like these guys are full of shit. Like completely. Have you guys never had your bank account hacked? Have you guys never had anybody get into your credit card and swipe? Like it makes zero sense, some of their takes on Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies in general. And so I have a really, really hard time believing anything these guys say. And that even goes for Warren Buffett, who said Bitcoin is probably rat poison squared. You think that nobody in Warren Buffett's camp told him about Bitcoin when it first came out and said, hey, maybe you should buy some of this? And then you think Warren Buffett's going to go ahead and announce his play on CNBC and say, hey, I just bought Bitcoin. It's only worth $3. Of course not. Of course he's not going to do that. They are known and notorious for dumping on the public. And here is what I was waiting to show you guys is this is a tweet. This is from CNBC Fast Money, January 5th, 2018. This is CNBC telling you guys how to buy. Here we have CNBC telling you exactly how to buy XRP and Ripple. How nice of them. But let's go check out the dates and exactly where January 5th fell on the pricing chart. Would you look at that right at the very top? Oh my goodness. Do you think that they were dumping on the public when they said that? Of course they were. They're not trying to help you buy XRP or Ripple or any of that stuff. They're trying to dump on the public right here. Oops, arrow's in the wrong spot. But January 5th, right here. Right at the very top, January 5th, they go ahead and release their data on how you can buy XRP. They are not looking out for your best interest. Once the public hears about a project, it's over. You have no chance. And again, to my point, Grayscale, they hold 3% of Bitcoin. 3%. Guess who else holds another 1%? The Winklevoss twins. This was back in 2017, $11 million from their $65 million payout from Facebook. That's how much they put in. So they are now billionaires, and it says they were billionaires at around $11,000. So times that by roughly 4. That's where we're at now. These guys are all friends. They all know each other. You guys really need to do your own research. Find the projects that you think will succeed, because these guys, Shark Tank guys, Warren Buffett, all these guys are not going to tell you when to buy. They're going to tell you when to buy while they're selling. And that's exactly what they did in that clip. So please, please do your own research. Find these good projects. There's a ton of them out there. 90% of these coins are not going to succeed, but there are the gems that will. And find them. You can make a lot of money doing that. Just do not listen to the mainstream media. They are full of shit. So with that being said, that will do it for this edition of the Encrypted Capital Recap. If you guys like what you heard, please subscribe, hit the notifications bell, drop us a like, comment, you know the drill, and we will catch you all in the next video.